Markus Jr. While Dr. Lawrence was not forthcoming in offering a firm diagnosis and suggested that further assessments and tests needed to be carried out, Kay knew in her heart that something was terribly wrong. She had noticed for about 2 weeks prior to the call from daycare that Markus Jr. was not reciprocating her hugs and kisses as he had done previously. She felt that he had become tired of calling her mama because she had overreacted to his first utterances, and now the request had become aversive to him. She thought nothing of it and put it down to a developmental anomaly. His refusal to eat anything but chicken nuggets and drink chocolate milk was concerning because these were unhealthy items that her mother had introduced to him on a weekend visit during the spring. She was confident, however, that this phase would pass and that he would return to healthy eating. In the meantime, unhealthy food was better than no food in her reluctant opinion. Kay did not want to believe what she knew in her heart was true. Markus Jr. had autism. Weeks later, the diagnosis was confirmed. Kay and Markus Sr. were devastated. They did everything they were supposed to do. They were good people. They ate right. They donated to charity. They exercised. They prayed. They. Why them? Markus Jr., however, seemed totally unfazed by his parents' disappointment. He seemed not to notice the crying, the arguments, the blaming, and the frosty atmosphere which characterized the guilt his parents were navigating, thinking somehow that they caused this. Markus Jr. spent copious hours lining his toys up, rubbing his cheek on his shark blankie, and throwing colossal tantrums when his toys were moved, or he was instructed to do something other than play in his special way.
Chapter 2. How will I know? Children or adults with ASD might engage in behaviors not observed in neurotypical children or adults. For example, in very general terms, they may rock or sway repetitively, click or snap their fingers repetitively. They may make humming sounds or engage in foot or hand gestures, often referred to as flapping. Additionally, adults or children with ASD may not point at objects to show interest, for example, pointing at an animal or an airplane. They may also not look at objects when another person points at an object. People with ASD may sometimes have trouble relating to others or just not have an interest in other people at all. A very common characteristic is avoiding eye contact and or just wanting to be alone. A common trait of ASD is that individuals often have trouble understanding other people's feelings or talking about their own feelings. They may appear rude or dismissive of others. Children or adults may prefer not to be held or cuddled, or they may only want to cuddle when they want to cuddle. People on the spectrum may appear to be unaware when people talk to them, yet they'll respond to other sounds which may be subliminal to neurotypical individuals. Sometimes people on the spectrum may be very interested in people, but may not know how to talk to, play with, or relate to other people. Thus, they may engage in odd or inappropriate behavior in an attempt to connect. Sometimes repeating or echoing words or phrases said to them, or repeating words or phrases in place of normal language, often referred to as scripting, are common vocal characteristics of the autism spectrum disorder. This is in addition to individuals having trouble expressing their needs using typical words or motion. Another one is imaginative play. Imaginative play is often missing in the repertoire of children with ASD and is often taught as a skill by ASD professionals. Adults and children with ASD are often observed to repeat actions over and over again. Quite significantly, ASD is often characterized by a severe inability to adapt to routine changes, demonstrated often by tantrum or non-compliant behaviors in both public and private settings. Tolerance issues are very common, and many individuals have unusual reactions to the way things smell, taste, look, feel, or even sound. Finally, it's not uncommon for people with ASD to lose skills they previously had and words they formerly knew and understood. A person with autism may demonstrate few or multiple symptoms as described above. The very first step, however, is to receive a firm diagnosis that the child or adult has autism. To do this, you're going to need to speak to your healthcare professional, your family practitioner, whoever you see on a regular basis regarding yourself or your children. Um, that was chapter 2. If you want to skip ahead, feel free to click the link where you can purchase your own copy. As you know, it's called How to Slay Every Spectrum Day, written by myself, Dr. Janice Crawford Williams, and you can purchase it via Amazon. Or we'll see you next time. Thank you.